What's going on, guys? This is Clark Knives back here with another video, and this is a new knife day. What do you call that? NKD? Yeah, NKD, new knife day. I did get a new knife in the mail. I traded my old 54 off, the one that was in the chestnut worm group bone. And even though I did like that knife a lot, just for the main reason of it's kind of, you don't see many of them like that. I did like it, but I traded it off to Kent Smith. If you don't know who that is, go look him up on Instagram. He's a really awesome guy. He does some awesome leather work. He's got a lot of really cool knives. But he got a couple new knives in the mail, and he showed them to me, and I kind of, I wanted to try something new, and he had one that I really kind of put my eye on and liked it quite a bit. So I shot him an offer after we did a little bit of talking here and there, and he was like, "Well, I'd trade that one for, that 54," and I was like, "Deal, done deal." I just wanted to try something kind of new. I ain't had one of these knives, so we're gonna see how it goes and put some use on it. But let me get these fingerprints wiped off and get it kind of clean. I have had it out of the tube and have looked at it. This is a GEC, of course, and like I said, I have already seen it and had it opened. So I gotta wipe the old fingerprints off, shine it up again. But anyways, I'm gonna show you the tube first. This is a 78-2117. 78 being the pattern number. The 2 is the style of blade. There's one blade, and it was made in 2017. Okay, anyways. Northfield unexcelled premium pocket knives. And there's the tube. Kind of got some, I guess, excessive plastic. I've never seen a tube like this. But anyways, this is in Sandbar Stag. I'm not too sure what the AK means. I'll have to do some research and figure that out. I haven't seen one of these before, so I don't know what the deal with that is. But here's the tube. No pin, didn't come with any pin, but that's fine. Great Eastern, Northfield unexcelled, 70 American Jag, single blade Sandbar Stag X. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe this was a store knife. Maybe it was defective. I don't know. I haven't even really looked at it that much. I know that the S knives, I think, had a little bit of a flaw with them, and they become store knives. Maybe I don't know. Honestly, Great Eastern Cutlery makes such nice knives that even whenever they make a little mistake, you can't tell at all. It really is. It's very light stuff, so I mean, it's no big deal at all. So there's the tube, and here is the knife. This is, like I said, number 78. American Jack? Yeah, American Jack and Sandbar Stag. And I gotta say, I really like the size of this knife. You can see that this Stag is fairly thick. It's pretty normal on this side, but this side of the Stag is definitely thick. And I kind of like that because of the simple fact of I usually cut with my my right hand here, and it kind of fills up that little palm right there. It fills it up. That way you can, get a nice cut. It feels good in the hand. And like I said, it's pretty much a perfect size knife. I can get all 4 fingers on there, and you got this little kind of, I guess you could call it like a little choil or whatever. Stick your finger there, that way it doesn't close on you or anything. But anyways, here, I'll let y'all hear some walk and talk. Yep, there's the walk and talk, and of course, as y'all can tell, we have got the fingerprint magnet blade here. It's, of course, as you can see, the polished version. It's not the dadgummit. Titusville. the Titty-Ute. It's not the Titty-Ute version. This is the Northfield. So this is like the polished blade. You got your, what is this, line bolsters, I do believe. But yeah, so this is kind of like the classy version, you know, or at least what I would think would be the classy version. But GEC carbon, you got 782117 there. Like I said, you got your line bolsters, which are really pretty, and then just your normal bolster at the end. But I really like this jack style of knife. I like the small little rounded bolster at the end. I like how this is a single blade, because even though you have a little bit thicker stag, this is kind of a thin knife, and you don't have to worry about, you know, big old bulkiness in your pocket. But this is, you know, it's thick enough that it feels really good in your hand, but thin enough that it'll feel really good in your pocket. Get this tube out of the way. As you can see, there's some really deep stag there, deep canyons, like the worm grooves in this stag. And it even, you can see there, just keeps going, which that's no big deal at all. That actually, I mean, it didn't bother me one bit. And then this side of the stag, let me close this blade before I end up cutting myself. I want to feel how sharp this thing is. I would say this might be factory edge. I'm not sure. It may have been sharpened. It is fairly sharp. But anyways, we'll do that. We'll do a little test here in a second, just because I don't do them too much. Okay, and as I was saying, this side of the stag, I don't know, it's kind of dark. Like, if you look at it in the light, this side's really light, and you've kind of got that little burnt look to it, but then you've got a really darkness to this side. I don't really know what happens with that or anything like that, but I do like this little pile side. I think it looks good. I think it looks really good. And then the show side looks really great, in my opinion. And I don't know about these little, I don't know if these are cracks or what they are, but I think somebody has put super glue on them. You can, I don't know if I can get that to focus good enough. Yeah, you can kind of see it there, the little smudge from where somebody might have put some super glue in it or something. Just a little pin hair cracks. No big deal. I mean, it's gonna get used, so it ain't gonna bother me too much. Even if it does, I mean, you still got all this bone you've got to go through before it chips off, and then you can just get it recovered. No big deal. But anyways, let's do a little sharpness test here. Let me get up and get a piece of paper. I got some paper over here. I usually keep a good old stack just to test how sharp my knives get. But this is, I don't think this is a factory edge. It won't do the little twisty turny. Hang on, yeah, it will. Boy, that's a fairly sharp knife. I don't know if Kent sharpened it, or the guy he got it from sharpened it, or who sharpened it, but this thing, it's pretty sticky for sure. It's sharp. But you got the Northfield Unexcelled on the tang here, and the Made in USA, and like I said, the GEC carbon. But I want to say that I've narrowed it down. If you watch my videos, I do quite a bit of videos on Great Eastern cutlery knives. It seems like I'm getting one left and right all the time and then getting rid of them. But anyways, if you watch a lot of my videos, you'll know that I've been kind of trying to figure out when Great Eastern Cutlery stopped doing the Titusville Ironworks stamp. And I'm pretty sure I've narrowed it down to 2016. And I thought that 2016 might have been the last year, because I had a 2016 knife that said Titty-Ute or Titusville Ironworks. I could be wrong about that. I could be mistaken. I don't really remember. This was a while ago. I'd have to go back and watch some of my old videos. But it was actually a stag knife. It was a 66. So, like I said, I'm pretty sure I've narrowed it down to 17 being the first year of the GEC carbon stamp instead of Titusville Ironworks. So, pretty neat. I don't have any of my other knives around me to show y'all what that would look like, but I'm gonna do a collection video here soon anyways, and y'all will kind of get to see what all I've got. I do have a couple knives up there just kind of for a background. But anyways, yeah, I really do like this knife. I like that spear. I have had a spear before, and that was on a 77. I enjoyed it, but I don't know. I think it's an acquired taste. I'm gonna have to give this one a try and see how I end up liking it. But I've also had a beaver tail, the 85 beaver tail with the fat spear on it, and I wasn't too fond of the fat spear. I enjoyed the 77 that I had with this style of spear, and it was satin finished, but I enjoyed it, so I'm pretty sure I'll enjoy this one, especially on the platform that this knife is on. It is really comfortable, and I just like this. I like this style of knife. Richter's had a 78 for a really long time, and I do like his. I like the exact one that he's got, but I just figured I'd be a little different and try to find me one in Stag. But yeah, really cool knife. I'm gonna enjoy this, I do believe. But if y'all enjoyed the video, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. I really appreciate everybody watching all my videos and everything. It means a lot. And yeah, come back and see some more. Go back and watch some of my old ones. Show your friends, show your family, and we'll see y'all next time. Peace.